8-3. That was the Jacksonville Jaguars' record through 11 games. All seemed right in the world for the Jaguars, coming off a narrow but crucial road victory against bitter rival Houston. The playoffs seemed all but a foregone conclusion for Jacksonville. But instead of a second straight playoff berth, Jags fans got an epic meltdown. A meltdown so bad, it rivals 2005 Britney Spears. In this video, I'll leave Britney alone and dive into Jacksonville's defensive issues. Over a horrendous 6-game stretch where they went 1-5, missed the playoffs, and shocked Duval County and Jags fans everywhere in the process. Mike Caldwell's defense started the year as Jacksonville's best unit, constantly holding their struggling offense in games. But during that 6-game stretch, teams figured out how to manipulate the Jaguars' scheme on early downs, leading to easy completion after easy completion. Because of this, offenses were able to stay in rhythm and never get behind the chains. Because of the lack of adjustments and some questionable decisions, Caldwell unfortunately was let go by the team. Let's take a look at the film and dissect exactly what happened. Early in the season, the Jaguars got away with running soft zone coverages. That was until the Jags played Cincinnati, where the Bengals manipulated the Jaguars' run fits and coverage rules within these soft zones with RPOs. For those unaware, RPO stands for Run Pass Option. At its base roots, an RPO is when the offensive line is blocking like it's a run play, the running back is running his track as if it's a run play, but based on pre-snap alignment or leverage of the defense, the quarterback has the option to pull the ball and throw it to a quick, predetermined route concept. The Bengals are going to run a stick RPO with a speed out by the receiver running towards the sideline, and what is called a stick route with T. Higgins, running right towards the highlighted defender and turning around. With Jacksonville's corner Tyson Campbell 8 yards off of the line of scrimmage and run action sucking in the Jaguars' inside linebackers, Browning knows Rayshawn Jenkins, the highlighted defender, will have to cover both underneath routes. Jenkins flies out to cover the speed out, and the stick route is easily completed to T. Higgins. The Bengals run another RPO for T. Higgins, this time attacking inside with the glance route. Rather than reading Rayshawn Jenkins to the outside, now Browning is reading both inside backers. As both inside backers fill, thinking the Bengals are handing the ball off, Browning easily pulls the ball from his running back and makes a routine throw to Higgins. An easy fix to this would be to either run man or have the free safety in the middle of the field play a cheat technique by aligning just outside of the hash marks and watching T. Higgins on that glance route before vacating to the middle of the field to defend the post. Here we are weeks later against the Titans, and the Jaguars continue to be hurt by the same things. Tennessee aligns with 2 tight ends to the bottom of the screen and 2 wide receivers to the top. The Jaguars go corners over to the 2 receiver side, so both Tyson Campbell and Darius Williams are to the top of the screen, leaving Josh Allen, Rayshawn Jenkins, and Foye Oluokun to cover the other 3 eligible receivers to their side. The Jaguars are easily out-leveraged, with Oluokun biting on the run fake from Tannehill. Rayshawn Jenkins is left once again to cover 2 receivers at once, leading to an easy first down. The Titans run a glance route, once again against the Jaguars' soft coverage look. Oluokun and Jenkins hesitate ever so slightly, but that's all Tannehill needs. Again, it's an easy first down. I don't know about you, but that play certainly looks familiar to me. Persistent issue number 2 was how Jacksonville handled under center sets. Under center play action is even more of a threat because a quarterback has the ability to fully turn his back to the defense and completely hide the ball. When running play action, a staple concept is to have a wide receiver or tight end cross the formation right in behind the linebackers who are flying upfield to defend the run. Browning and the Bengals come out in an under center set. Jacksonville decides to align in one high. Browning fakes to Mixon, pulling Jaguars defenders forward. Then the Bengals sneak their tight end right over top of Jacksonville's linebackers for another easy completion. The best way to combat this is to play with 2 high safeties and play cover 4. In cover 4, your 2 safeties are responsible for deep in-breaking routes. This allows the safeties to cut down onto those crossing patterns, while the inside backers can now still play the run aggressively. Unfortunately against Cleveland, it was more of the same. Cleveland is under center once again. The Jaguars again line up in one high. Their safety is just off of the screen. Flacco makes a hard run fake, which causes Foye Oluokun to fill. David Njoku fills in right where Oluokun was, catches the ball in stride, and says, "Hello, end zone." Just like one of my favorite Canadian bands as a kid, Mike Caldwell and staff just hadn't had enough of playing one high against under center sets. I understand wanting to play one high and fill up the box to stop the run, but eventually you need to make a change. Once again, it's another hard play fake by Mayfield. He sets back to pass, throws a strike to Mike Evans over the middle, and it's an easy first down. Testing, I'm just suggesting playing one high against under center sets may not be the best thing. If that wasn't bad enough, let's take a look at a couple of other issues. Back to the Bengals game. It's 3rd and 2, and the Jaguars are showing blitz. Tyson Campbell, who was struggling with hamstring issues the last half of the year, is left alone against Jamar Chase. With Andre Sisco in the middle of the field, Brownie makes an incredibly easy decision and throws a great deep ball to Chase. To his credit, Tyson Campbell does make a good effort and is close to making a play on the ball, but not quite close enough. It might be because I'm a biased DB coach, but I'm not leaving a player at 80% one-on-one with one of the best in the business. Busts and miscommunications were also a glaring issue. Cleveland comes out in a trips bunch formation. Jacksonville sends pressure and plays cover 0. Cover 0 is man coverage across the board with no safety help. To the bunch side, Antonio Johnson is playing press man versus David Njoku. That leaves safety, Rayshon Jenkins, to take the first receiver in, or, if both receivers go out, the second out. Corner Darius Williams is supposed to take the first out, or, if both receivers go in, which they will, he needs to take the second in. Williams and Jenkins both take the first in, leaving a Browns wide receiver wide open for a touchdown. That bust is bad enough, but what makes it even worse is it wasn't even the most egregious example of that game for the Jaguars. The Browns come out on 3rd and 1 in a jumbo formation. Flacco hard fakes on run and draws back to pass. One of Rayshon Jenkins, Trayvon Walker, or Devin Lloyd is responsible for covering David Njoku. All 3 are stocked up on run, leaving Njoku wide open. Njoku was so wide open, he scores one of the easiest touchdowns he'll ever get at the professional level. Caldwell did have his great moments in Duval, but with an epic collapse, change must be made. What's next for the Jags after this horrific collapse? Only time will tell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.